Solving March 21, paper 3, full paper. نروح بقى نفتح الفوتوشوب فوتو اديتنج، نفتح الفوتوشوب ونعمل اديت على البيكتشر.
Miss, we will do everything, right? Miss,
ايه يا كوكو؟
we will do everything, right? All of the paper, okay.
يلا بينا. يلا فايل اوبن. انده على الصورة بقى يا
No,
كراميلا
Miss, I made a
يلا.
mistake. Wait, it's a bit lagging a lot.
طب اوكي. Select go to the support files. اوكي. الايمج اسمها whale shark. Whale shark. Open the image. Now, according to the question paper, they asking you to rotate it 90 degrees. يلا بينا. Image rotation. No, don't crop now. Image rotation. Go to image
Miss,
menu. فيها كرم مالك.
no,
كراميل.
Miss, wait, I saw.
Image rotation. Select image rotation 90 degree clockwise. Then reflect or flipping it horizontally. Again, image rotation.
What image rotation reflect?
Flipping. Yes, flip
Horizontal or vertical?
horizontally. Now what you see is what you get. فانت هتعملها وهتشوف وتقول هي مظبوطة ولا لا. Okay? Then next step is asking you to crop to remove the text below. So crop.
Okay, so
Use the crop tool from here and start drawing on yes, to crop to remove the text from the button. Very well, very good. Now next step is cropping. So all the whale shark is visible. Crop image with 500 pixel wide and 1200 pixel height. So I'm still in the cropping, but this time I'm going to add the width and height. The first value is for the height, for the width, sorry, and the second value is for the height. The width, according to the question paper, it should be 500 pixels. And the height should be 1200. Just click enter. Voila, we are done. Ready to go. Okay. Now the next step, asking you to save this new image in the Ocean folder with the extension .png using the file name ws followed by your candidate number. For file save as, go to the folder, make sure you are selecting the Ocean folder, then click ws underscore followed by your candidate number and save. Don't forget to change it to PNG. PNG. Click on save button. Save. Okay, we're ready to go. Now, the next step, he's asking you to take evidence from the folder showing file name, file extension, folder name, image dimension, and size. So I can find the name, folder name is up there, type, size. What is missing is the dimension. برافو عليك. Okay, we're ready to take the evidence now. Make sure while you are taking the evidence that the word ocean, لا غلط. You have to select showing the folder name. And we're ready to go. This is evidence number 1. Now, we are going to start the web page task. We are going to create a new web page. لا لا بلاش يا كرم تعمل كده. كرم, did you create the evidence document or not yet?
No, no, sorry, I
Okay.
forgot.
ما فيش مشكلة. This is evidence number 1. Now, let's open the web expression. And we need to tell the application that the folder that contain the site or will be your site is the ocean folder. So site, open site. Go to the folder, browse. Yes, okay, open, we're ready to go. Create a new HTML page called ocean.html. Okay, mesh.html. Okay. Yes, yes. And double click to open the HTML page. Now we need to create or insert table. How many columns, how many rows? Go back to the question paper and read. He's asking you
So
to
two
make sure,
columns,
but there's an important point you have to be aware that the width should
80%. The
be
table must be
80%.
80%.
And as you can see, all of the value here in percentage. So while you're inserting picture, make sure that there is no height or width added to the question, okay? So better to
Okay.
insert them from the code, or you have to make sure that there is no height or width while importing. Now for the table, it should be two columns, one, two, three, four. No, it's not two columns. One,
No more, miss.
three, four columns. وهاو many rows يا ملوكة?
5.
Excellent answer. Did you know يا كرم from where we got the number of columns? Can you go back to the question paper? Let me help you.
One,
One,
two,
two,
three,
three, and
four.
4. Yes, correct. Don't forget, yes, excellent answer, that this one should be 80%. Okay, now what happened to first row? We merged the cell and it's changing the height. Yes, merge the cell. Right click, modify, merge. This was letter A. It should be height 15%. So right click, cell properties. You merged already, correct? So cell properties, it changed the height into 15%. They didn't say anything about the width, so nothing will be happening. You're not going to change it. Don't forget to add the letter. This will help you while you are working with the code. Now, what happened to row B? I'm merging the first 3 cells only. Merging? No, no, no. No, Karam, Karam.
Yes.
Merging the first 3 cells next to each other. Yes. Right click, modify, merge. This is B. It should be 75%
20%.
width, 75 for the width, and 45 for the height. 75, 70, 70, 75. And this one should be 45. And don't forget that these values are in percentage. Okay. Don't forget,
Miss, sorry, can I check this thing one last time?
yes, 15.
Is it correct like this, right?
Yes, excellent answer. Now this was called row B, cell row B. Now select the cells in the last column here to create C. C. All except the last one. Select select the first, yes, yes, right click, modify, merge. C, letter C. It should be width 25%. 25. And write C on it. Now for the cells D, it's similar to B. I'm merging the 3 cells next to each other. Right click, modify cell, merge. And the width for this cell the height should be 10% only. This is letter D. D, don't forget, yes. No, no, nothing. Only cell properties, okay? If you noticed, ya Karam, you don't need to go to do it manually one by one. Yes, select the 3 cells, right click, cell properties. For the width, it should be 25%. For the height, it should be 20. Remember all of the value in percentage. Write the letters, ya Karam, kindly. Last row, cells are merged across. This is letter H. The height should be 10%. H. We're okay, nice. Next step, I have to read these. لا يا كرم, don't rush to move to the next page. Read the details that usually below or above the table, because this contains an instruction how the table should look like. Each table and the letter should not be visible. Cell content should be not appear in a final web page, and the table border must not appear in on the final web page. So the borders correct, they are zero. So we are ready to go. We can continue. Next step. Place in A the banner image. If you read step, kindly go back to the question paper. Go and read step number 4. In this one, he's asking you to apply inline style to make the all of the image fit with the cell width. So in this case, if you would like to take my advice, do it from the code. Okay? So go to the code in the web page expression. Yes, code from down here. Yeah, correct. Yes, in the place where you are standing now, it was the cell of letter A. Go to insert. لا اسمعني. Insert picture. Insert picture from file.
Add alternative text.
إيه يا حبي?
To then add an alternative text.
Did they ask for an alternative text?
No, but
No.
I can do
But
it.
if you want to do it in case you forgot, they will not cut mark. So you can add if you wish. Okay. Now,
Okay.
how to add inline style sheet, ya Karam? Do you remember how we do it?
The new style?
No. After you can do it from here immediately with the code. After the quotation mark of the image, write style equal. Double click. It will help you. Double click on the word style when it's come to you. Then width equal 100%. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
But I feel something wrong here. Let me help you 1 second, ya Karam. I would like to check something. Kindly, can you give it to me? Ya Karamella. Ya Karamella. Let's the properties work by its own. Yeah, what this supposed to mean? Once I click on starting write style, it will come for you. So double click. Then I will start with using width. Let's the application help you to write the values, okay?
You people can sense.
ما شاء الله عليه. ذكية. Okay, then we are done with this part. As you can tell, this line will be repeated with all of the image that you are going to insert. Now, can you go to insert the content of cell B? This one should be a video to open the spanner.mp4 and display error message if the web browser does not support this kind of video. Do you remember the code of the video code?
Okay, it started with a crocodile sign video,
Yes.
and then
Once you click close the Chevron, it will add for you the closing tag. Do you see? So it's a video here and
yes,
slash video. Now inside the video tag, what you should write. Now you have to read carefully.
SR width equal.
No, before the width part, but it's correct. Oh, you can write. They said in the question paper it should fit with the cell. So width equal 100%, correct. Then space, if they said only to make it, they didn't mention anything, you can select controls only. Or it can ask you to make it muted, autoplay, loop. Okay, do you remember the given
Yes, autoplay.
oh now here ya Karam, he didn't ask to make it in line. Okay?
Yeah,
Didn't ask.
yes, but like I made it like make it quicker. That's why I wanted to.
Now I would like to follow the instruction. If they didn't ask to make it in line style sheet, so make the attributes as usual.
Yes.
HTML attributes. Now, if they didn't say anything about autoplay and so on, you can put only controls. Now, in the tag here, you will write source, src equal, and between quotation mark, you are going to take the name of the video. To avoid any mistakes, try to copy the name and paste it over here. Now, what is the second attribute that you need to include here? That's type equal
Video
video.
slash MP4.
برافو عليك. Nice work يا صاحبي. Now, if you would like to add a message, if the video doesn't played on this browser, what would be the error message here?
Your
You are going to
browser.
take it from the question itself. It's written on the question paper. The browser does not support this video type. Excellent answer. Now, in the next step, he's asking you to, in C, instead of cell C, we are going to insert the image of the whale that we just created together. Do you remember? So select the cell C, but don't insert it from here. If you drag and drop now, the width and height will be displayed. Do you want that?
In the question, does it say so?
They said apply inline style sheet to fit the cell. So better to avoid.
We can drag and drop and then edit it
Delete
in
if you wish,
the.
but don't forget. Yes, you can drag and drop the image of the shark, the whale shark that you just created. It was starting with WS, then underscore followed by your name. Did you save the PNG image in your folder here?
Okay, wait, I can fix it real quick.
It's over there. Yes. Just to change the name. Can you change the name a little bit? Instead of the hashtags, just add some numbers. Okay, then what we can do now, you can
We
click
can
on
close the
the top.
site.
Yes, you can click here and the top here and click F5. It will refresh and the image will be there. If you decided to drag and drop, you have to go back to the code.
Forward.
Why? You have to make sure
Because,
that the current width and height that's imported automatically when you are dragging and dropping is removed. Delete them. And instead, you are going to replace it with, huh?
uh, with
Inline.
line style sheet.
So copy and paste the part, or you can write it again. Just write it. Style equal width colon 100%.
Where again?
In the image here, do you want to have it should be inline style. So style
So
equal
style equal
width
with 100%.
colon 100%. Okay? Now, next step, asking you to place in cell D motion.txt content. It should be displayed in two paragraphs, and the third paragraph will include web page updated by, and then add your details. Okay? So where is cell D and where is the ocean text? You have to open the ocean text first, double click. You are going to take these two lines and each one will be in a separate code of the paragraph. Now, sometimes you can paste it and it will be correct.
Miss, no, Miss, it
Oh,
should be here.
صح?
Mhm.
You have to make sure that each line, يعني اللاين الأولاني ده, it should be a P paragraph. Okay, they said صح, correct? They said P.
Up the person, yeah.
ولا they said D. They said A. P. Yes, to select P for the first one. Make it separate. Okay يا كرم؟ يلا اعملها حبيبي. Select P from the styles up there for only the first row. You can do it from the code, and I prefer sometimes to do it from the code. Now, also for the right, the second row, it should be in a P. Okay. Then add a third B. And now remove the extra space here. Sometimes I prefer to do it from the code because this will help to avoid. Now look your Karam here. Can you see the code here? You don't want to
BR.
see
Oh, okay,
any
we need to
break
remove the
lines.
BR.
The break lines is undesirable. Like you are adding break lines. BR tag is for the breaks. What we need to do is that the first line, it should be between the P tags. The second line, it should be the P tags. And also, he said you have to write web page updated by,
Updated by.
and then add your name, كرم مروة وملك الناس اللي قاعدة بس. And this line should be P as well.
Heading.
Oh, if
B
you
or
can,
input.
P paragraph. You can create a chevron here for the P paragraph. Okay, يعني like you open a P paragraph and between the chevron you add the content, or you maybe add the content then adjust it from here to be P. So how many paragraphs do we have here?
3.
Three. Yes. Now place in cell FE. You
F
go
and E.
E لا, replace E with ارجع كده الكويستشن بيبر شوف بيقول لك replace it with E.
There's no replace E.
Mm.
So C.
Just you can type the text.
Place in the inline style. Okay,
Mm.
inline style attributes to the HTML of each image.
We are
Okay.
in step number 6 يا كراميل.
Step 6. Okay.
Mm.
Oh, cell E is species.
Mm. Nice. Place in H the content of the text. ملوكة انت تمام؟
Yes, yes, I'm going well.
Mm. خلاويص يا كراميلا.
Miss, how can I like choose it all? Is there like a way I can?
Select the text and this one
Okay.
should be H2. تمام حلو جدا. Now attach the emotion.css. So drag and drop. Nice. Now let's move to the next step. Save. Then open the ocean.css. You have to save this file. Then open ocean.css, the style sheet. Yes, we are going to edit now. Is asking you to create align all table within the browser. Center align. حلو. So how to make a table in the middle? Now you already have the style of the table, correct? You can see we have already style
Mhm.
of the table. So you don't need to create a new one. Instead, you are going to modify the table style that already there. Now, what is the code of making the table in the center? You remember? طيب.
Margins, the margin for all
For
to
which
move,
one?
and then left and right,
Should be?
auto.
Yes, thank you very much. Then next step, asking you to set a background of the web page to a certain background color. When you are talking about the background, which tag you are going to adjust the style now? Which tag?
The the background, the
No, body.
body.
Don't forget this one, okay? Can you try the color? Now the color they gave us the color in a wrong components order. So they said blue components is DF, red components is 9A, and green components AB. What is the color of the background?
Miss, so again, Miss, what's
You
the
can
code?
remove the hashtag. Don't put the hashtag. It will come for you. Now write the color. The color order is RGB, Ragab. Okay? So
Mhm.
red first. Red is 9A. Green is AB. And blue is D5, sorry. Yes. بص يا كرم don't put the spaces يعني prefer not to put the spaces. To write again kindly. 9A, A, B, D5.
Again,
9A, 9A, A, B, D5. Okay, and once you click on tab button or you try to move, the color will be visible for you, and this is the background color. Okay,
apply.
تمام. Now let's move to the next step. Set H1, H2, and paragraph to be Arial. If it's not available, you go into Verdana. If it's not available, any sans serif font. So we need to compress. Now we are going to taking three styles together. New style, H1, comma, H2, comma, P. Okay. This one should be Arial. Now we have here priority of fonts. So Arial, comma, Vendada ولا ايه؟ Verdana. 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 comma, sans, sans, hyphen,
Again, Miss
sans,
Sans
sans, and hyphen
D.
dash, sans dash serif. So this is how we write sans. Sans dash serif Serif. Okay. Then click on OK button. For H1, they asking you to make it on center align. Now, don't create a new style. If you have the style already يا كرم, don't create. You just modify. يلا بينا modify يا صح.
What do they want again, Miss? What's the criteria?
One second. Open the question. It should be center align. How to make a font center align?
Where was it?
Block. From block.
Look, I was looking for it.
text
And in center
align.
align, right?
center محتاجين نتك بقى على مذاكرة الحتة دي يا جنتي. Now, next step, asking you to make H2 a paragraph style fully justified. Fully justified. Now, which style you can apply now? We call it, now changing the name. You need to change the name. It should be H2. Yes, صح. Modify H2. Correct. Sorry. My mistake. Then go,
Your step.
then he's asking you to make it uh, fully justify. So again, block, justify. Click OK. And we are done. This is the CSS asking at the last point to add your name, candidate details, add the comment at the start of the style sheet. How to write a comment.
Miss,
خلصتي؟
no, I have a question. The first, I'm following up with the steps, but the first thing that we did, the margin, right margin, I forgot how to do it. Sorry.
Yes, this is will be applied on the table because they ask you to make the table on the center. The code to make the table on the center for the CSS, you can write, my dear, from the the box, change the margin left and right to auto. You got it يا نانتي. So you will go to the table style. انت already عندك table style حصل.
Yes.
هتعملي عليه ايه modify. So right click modify. I'm showing her يا
Yes,
كرم.
I did.
Go to
Top
box.
margin.
Miss, I need to mute my mic for 1 minute.
margin ماشي.
Box and margins and top auto, right? Same for all.
auto. لا, only for left and right. Center and line, you will need to change the left and right only to
So
be
untick on same for all. So
لا,
remove top,
remove, yes.
remove bottom. Okay.
This is all what need to be included on the CSS. Now, in the question paper, they will ask you to take evidence showing the content of the CSS. Here, he asks you for a evidence, ya Karam. Make sure that you are including the name as well. So if there is any other web page or other files are open, kindly close them and to make sure that you saved your work. Here also, you need to save. They didn't say change the name. Now take evidence, ya Karam. Your evidence should include the file name. Yalla, this is evidence number 2. Karam, he's not with me, I believe.
He said he'd close the mic for a second, come back.
ايوه مال ده بالشغل. This is evidence 2. After you're done, you're going to close this part. Open
Take
the
evidence as a
HTML.
screenshot, not
Oh,
copy.
he said in the question paper, they said a screenshot. Okay. Now, last step is to display this web page in a browser. So right click on Ocean, open with, or click on F12 على طول أي حاجة. We need to make sure that everything is visible. دي شيء شوف الشياكة يا جدعان. شايفين الشيكة؟ ايه ده؟ ايه ده؟ Now I can zoom out a little bit. So to make sure that all of the content of the web page is fully visible, as you can see. شايفة يا نانيت الشياكة؟ شايفة؟
Uh,
Now this URL should be fully visible.
the name above is
if we save the file into a drive it will be shorter وهناخد evidence مبينين في اليو ار ال من فوق. كل ده كده يبقى يتحط معانا في evidence. So this is the third evidence. And of course he's going to ask you to take copy from the HTML. Of copy from the HTML. Actually, evidence 3 is the copy of the HTML. So I'm going to copy first, then I'm going to replace the screenshot. Go to code, how to take evidence from the HTML. Select all. You can use the keyboard shortcut Control A. Copy, you can use the shortcut Control C. Then go to the Word document and you can use the shortcut Control V. Or you can right click and paste. This is the third evidence. So the HTML copy is the third evidence. Then the last evidence is displaying it in a browser. And so far we took 49 marks. Okay? 49 marks. احنا كده خلصنا. هنقفل بقى الويب اكسبريشن وتعالوا نبدأ مع بعض ايه الاكسل. The
Miss,
نعم.
just something for a sec. I wanna check is the image correct? No, it feels too long. I don't know why.
ماشي اوكي. Now he need you to also to print the evidence. خليكي تعملي شير حالا. So I'm going to print this evidence. The question paper you need to print, so you have to print. Usually you will print with a selected printer, but here we're going to print as a PDF because I want to upload it in Google Classroom. So this is homework. This is ايه ده ايه يا حبيبي؟ March 21 evidence. اوكي وخلصنا دي تمام وقفلنا على ده وخلاص كده كله. Now, in the next step, asking you to work on the data analysis. Okay? Karam, are you back?